Hey guys, so I'm back again making another video, probably about a week after I posted my last one, so I'm trying to keep up with it. It's very hard. Today's video is going to be about how I cope. How do I cope? Sounds kind of funny because I can tell you 5 years ago I said, coping, that doesn't sound like something I will ever do. It doesn't sound like something that will help. The fuck? Is basically what I said as a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, however old I was 5 years ago. 21 minus 5, 16. 16. Now I'm a coping master, and I look back and I laugh because coping definitely does help. It's been very instrumental in helping me get to where I want to be and where I need to be. And if any of you have been watching my last couple of videos, I'm very overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. I'm managing it very well. Surprisingly, I haven't had like a breakdown or anything. I'm flying through. I'm passing with flying colors. So something is going right. I'm like severely overwhelmed, severely stressed out. But I'm getting results. I'm maintaining a positive attitude, and I'm maintaining a good head on my shoulders. What more could you ask for? I mean, I would ask for a break because it gets a little too overwhelming sometimes. You know, it seems like I work through one obstacle and then 6 more obstacles pop up. And it's like, well, F me, right? Like, I'm strong. I'm a warrior. I'm a never ending warrior. Like, I don't stop fighting. But damn, like, give me a break because I beat one obstacle and you throw 6 more at me, life. Like, come on, what the fuck you want me to do with this shit? I'm gonna blow my brains out. I'm not actually gonna blow my brains out, but metaphorically speaking, like, my brains feel like they're splattered everywhere. Yeah, it's really hard. So, what do you do? What do I do when I'm dealing with things in life, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I'm wrapping up on 1 or 2 or 3, about 6 more, come on, decide to pop up. They want to fight. They want to battle. They want a war. Here's what I do. I initially can say that I don't handle it well the first 5 minutes, maybe the first day. The first day I absorb information of something that happened. Let's take an example and put it into this video. Somebody that I know, someone that I care about a lot, kind of disappeared. And I'm concerned about their whereabouts. The issue is there is not much that I can do because it's completely out of my jurisdiction. They are so far away, as the last I heard. There's really nothing I can do. But I'm very worried about this person. And, well, actually, it's 2 people, these individuals. And I don't know, man. It's been really hard because I worry and I keep trying to have this positive attitude of they're going to come back, they're going to come back, they're going to come back, they're going to come back. When they get back, I'm going to talk to them. We're going to have a nice long chat. So I keep trying to talk as though they're fine and they're safe and I know where they are. But in reality, it's really hard because every day I wake up wondering when I'm going to get a text back. But where I have to draw the line is realizing that it's not my responsibility. I didn't owe it to them to keep them safe. That I'm not their parents. I'm not, actively involved in their lives. I don't really have a way to keep them safe. I don't have a place of my own right now that I can, just let them come live with me. Else I would probably. The issue is that there's really just fucking nothing I can do. Sorry, I was pouring water on my hand. I had something sticky on it. There's really not much I can do. So I have to keep telling myself, Brittany, you can worry about them, you can send positive thoughts, but there's really not much you can do, so you have to let it go, and you have to realize that everybody in the situation is an adult, and we all have to make our own decisions. And I have to tell myself that I was in a position like that once where I could have gone and disappeared, or something bad could have happened to me when I was kicked out of my house. So the issue is I worry, but I realize at the same time that it's not necessarily my problem to worry about, because I didn't create the problem. Somebody else created the problem, and that's their responsibility to take ownership for, not mine. So I'm not going to worry about a problem that isn't my fault, that somebody else created, when they should be the ones worrying. That shouldn't be intruding on my life. It sucks because I really do want these people to be safe and sound, but at the end of the day, it's not my responsibility to watch their every move, to cater to their every move. It's their parents' responsibility, in my opinion, and in other people's opinions who are aware of the situation. Another example I will give you is work. Oh, work. Work is so much fun. We all just love working 50 hours plus a week, don't we? But it is what it is. We go to work every day. We're going to have to work the rest of our lives, unless we're lucky enough not to have to work the rest of our lives, because for some reason we all became entrepreneurs, started our own businesses, actually made good money, and didn't have to work laborious, tedious jobs all day. But most of us are not there, or don't even think we can get there. So work is stressful, obviously, but I love my job. So does crap happen at work that gets a little overwhelming? Yeah. And I realize it gets overwhelming because I have no management experience. I have 100% experience with the company that I work for. Maybe not 100%, but like 85%. I don't have full management experience. Do I watch my old managers, and did I take what I watched with them and turn it into thoughts and processes in my head of what I can use? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't have like any real experience. So I've been trying to navigate some things at work, and I didn't think I could do it. I really didn't. For a week there, my hormones were out of whack, my emotions were out of whack, all this crap in my personal life started going on. I was like, wow, I really wasn't ready for this, I really, really, really wasn't ready for this. But then I had a couple conversations here and there, and things turned out fine, and I'm in such a better mental state, state of mind, whatever you want to call it, headspace. And I realized that I took a stressful situation. I love my job, don't get me wrong, but the things that happen sometimes at my job are a little bit stressful. Yeah, I'm 21. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. I took a stressful situation that I knew was stressing me out and I knew was bothering me. And I went and I turned it into a positive experience where I reached out to the contacts that I knew I had to reach out to. And I took the initiative to make sure I was getting things done that needed to get done. And now I'm in a better headspace. I'm doing better at my job. I'm getting along with more people. And I have just eliminated like 1,000% of the 3,000% of the stress that I'm dealing with. So I'm pretty sure I took a W there. So I definitely would say confront issues head on. Because the longer you let them brew, the longer you let them build up, the longer that you let them, get mashed up in your head and overthought, the more problems and stress it's going to cause you. So for me, that was a big opportunity for me to learn and grow from a couple weeks ago, was stop letting things boil over. Stop trying to work through things by yourself all the time. Talk it out. And I'm great about talking it out, but sometimes I don't want to talk it out. So definitely face issues head on. Another issue I'm facing is school. I'm taking 3 summer courses right now. I just had my 4th one, but it finished. So 3 courses at the same time. Oh my gosh, it is so hard. It is so miserably hard, and it makes me want to bleed out of my eye sockets. But I'm doing it, and I'm passing, and I'm getting good grades, and I'm managing it all very well. But school sucks. And, I know people drop out of school. They don't want to keep going to school, and that was going to be me, but I realize that it's something that I need. It's something that I need to get done. And it's definitely something that's going to help me in the future. So I continue to push every day. And I try to find the positive in it. Because if you put those 3 situations that I gave you together, I'm sure a lot of people would freak out and they would crumble under the pressure. But I'm not. So look at what I'm doing, what I'm saying, because it'll help you. Okay, but that's not the end. It's not just those 3 situations, because there's a 4th one. I didn't pick up a second job, but I'm trying to pick up hours at my second job. I never really left my second job in May. Like, I was still on the payroll, so I'm now trying to pick up a couple extra hours a week, like 2 days a week maybe. So what, 2 jobs. I'm a manager, and then I work at a coffee shop and school and worrying about somebody that's missing and a bunch of other drama that I'm not going to talk about before it gets me in trouble. It's a lot to deal with, and I just have to find the positive in everything, and you do too. You need to find the positive, because life has no remorse. It has no mercy for what any of us are going through. Life is life, and it just happens the way it happens. Okay? Life doesn't care if you just got shot in the kneecap, you have back problems, you have arthritis, your mom just died, you got in a car crash 6 months ago and your neck still hurts, you have been out of work for 8 weeks, so you have no money to put food on the table, you're digging for scraps in the garbage can, you had to get rid of your dog because you couldn't feed yourself, so you can't feed your dog, your kid's giving you a bunch of crap. Life doesn't care about that stuff. Life really does not care. It has no thought to what is going on in anybody's life. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to stay positive and find the positive. Like I said, in the beginning, I don't deal with things very well. I give myself that 5 minutes to a day to just be, I don't want to say a mess, but process through everything, absorb everything, feel those negative emotions like sadness, anger, hurt, frustration, confusion, loss, grief. Feel those emotions, because if you don't know how to process them and you don't know what those emotions feel like to you, then you will never be able to process through them successfully when life throws 6 situations at you that make you hurt, sad, angry, confused, remorseful, and empty. Okay? You'll never be able to figure it out if you don't give yourself the time to process. For me, I've gotten it down to about a day. It used to be a week before, sometimes a month. Now I got it down to a week. No, I mean a day, I'm sorry. To have it down to a day is awesome, because I get that day to just think and process and really think about what my next step is. Really process all the alternatives. And then by day 2, I should be better. I should have a relatively focused goal in mind of where I want to be with the situation, how I'm going to process this situation, and how I'm going to make it a positive situation. Okay? By doing so, I'm changing my whole state of mind. I'm giving myself more energy because I'm not consistently focusing on the negative. I'm keeping an upbeat attitude because my thoughts are positive, which relates to my brain that things are positive, which makes my body feel better because it's all interconnected. I don't have the research to prove that right now, but I can guarantee you from all the classes I've taken that it's all interconnected. So it's definitely about finding the positivity in every situation, because it will just change everything about you. And some situations might seem like they suck. Some situations might seem inescapable. Some situations might seem unbearable. And yes, there are definitely scenarios that have no positive at first, until you make it positive. Make something about it positive. There's always a way. There's always a will. It's hard. It takes a lot of energy, and you have to fight consistently. But you will find it, and you will thrive. And I just want to reiterate one more time. I'm doing so well in my life with everything that's going on. I try to keep them as separated as possible, all the pieces of my life. I try to keep a positive mindset, and here I am succeeding. So what I'm trying to say is, not everything I say is going to work for you. Not everything I say may sound right to you. Everything I'm saying is what worked, what's right, and what makes sense for me, and has given me an immense amount of results. And the more I continue to work at this, and the more I continue to chip away at the issues that life gives everybody, that all of us have and suffer with, the more I chip away at my own problems, my own stuff, the more I work at having a positive mindset, the more I will continue to thrive and grow and flourish. And once you start doing it, and it's a lot of freaking work, don't give up, because the beginning is the hardest. It's going to be hard. It might take a year. It's going to be so hard. Don't quit. Don't quit, and I tell you that because I didn't quit. Did I want to? Yeah, but I didn't, and here I am. So heed my words. Take something from this, please, please, please. This is only to help people who decide they do want to watch my videos. Please share these videos. A lot of people, I believe, could relate and learn something from what I have to say. Okay, guys? So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I got a busy day ahead of me, but until next time.